Joining us now is Katherine Manuel, Senior Vice President of Innovation at Thomson Reuters. Katherine, it's great to see you. We love talking about innovation here. And so, big companies always looking to spur innovation from within. And so tell us what exactly you're doing at Reuters to help that.
Excellent. So Thomson Reuters, my job is Senior Vice President of Innovation, which there are sort of two important parts of what I do. One is really creating a culture of innovation. So we have about 50,000 employees in over 100 countries. And finding tools and resources to encourage all of our employees to think differently, give them the permission and the capabilities to think about the world and where things are moving. We serve a lot of professionals in many markets, and we also create funds and opportunities to invest in our employees' ideas so that we can continue to meet our customers' needs.
Now, Thomson Reuters, this is a company that originally grew by acquisition, buying lots of other smaller companies. A few years ago, decided to change direction and actually really focus a bit more on organic growth. Talk to me a little bit about how important this concept is of creating ideas versus going out and just buying them.
It's incredibly important if we think about where the world is moving and how much things are changing for the financial service industry, the legal industry, the tax and accounting industry, and all the regulations that are happening. So you're exactly right. Where we did used to acquire a lot of our growth, now the whole impetus is how do we take these really bright 50,000 people in all these different markets and that are interacting with our customers all the time, and how do we give them the capability to think differently and to build those new products and services on the ground in their markets so that we're really meeting those customer needs.
Okay, so talk to us, give us some specific examples of innovation that we've seen spurred from this fund and some of the specific work you've been doing.
Few things that I'm really excited about. One is Thomson Reuters Healthcare Intelligence app, which has been able to marry up our pharmaceutical and healthcare information with our traders and our investors so that they get real information when they need it, how they need it, so that they can make the right investment decisions. Another one which I love, which I get really excited about, is Amazon Echo. We've created opportunities for Reuters News TV flashes to come through Amazon Echo. We also have enabled tools for our legal group, so our legal customers, to be able to interact with Amazon Echo and sort of put in a lot of the tools and capabilities that they need to run their business. So that's another exciting one.
Something else I know you guys are also focused on, even outside of innovation, and perhaps plays into it, is our STEM programs and education, focusing on getting that next generation ready to go into those open jobs that the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics predicts that by 2020, there's going to be more than 1 million of those jobs available. So what are you really doing to partner with these education institutions?
I'm so glad that you asked me about this. It's absolutely a passion of mine. We partner with a couple different nonprofit organizations that specifically are educating and preparing our youth for what I kind of coined the future of innovation. So one of those organizations is Coder Dojo, and the neat thing about Coder Dojo is they operate all over the world, similar to our company, and we bring kids in and we help give them the tools and opportunities to learn what is happening in technology and get their hands dirty. Another program that we're really passionate about is Girls Make Games. So if you look at the computer gaming industry, there are so few young women in that industry. Only 8% of all computer gaming developers are actually women. So how can we encourage and enable young girls to realize that they can tell stories and that they can create through some of these mediums?
There is a lot of focus now, speaking to that latter point, about women in STEM and encouraging especially young girls to not only take an active role in STEM education, but then to stick with it throughout the course of their lifespan into college if they decide to go to college, and then maybe then thereafter. Within Thomson, are you trying to focus in on a group of girls in terms of trying to make that more a reality, or do you kind of look at just STEM education and innovation the same across both genders?
Definitely across, it's important across both genders because there are all these opportunities opening up. I think, though, that we really need to meet girls in where their sensibilities are. There's a lot of cultural sort of mores involved or social context involved in how we educate our girls and what we sort of invite them to participate in. And I think it's really important, given the fact that we actually have so few women in technology in particular, that there are opportunities to really reach into that market in particular and make sure that our young girls and young women have the opportunities to get some of these amazing jobs, because it's where the money is. When you look at industries and how much industries are changing based on technology, if young girls and young women are not getting into some of these fields, we're going to end up setting back and not having women as the creators of some of these new products and opportunities.
Right, and you need those creators, you need those innovators, and when you think of a large company like Thomson Reuters, you see other companies, they really struggle to kind of get the innovation off the ground. Why do you think that is?
I think because people get set in what worked before is going to work in the future. And we are not at that point in history. I mean, look at where we are, the New York Stock Exchange, how much technology has changed the floor of the New York Stock Exchange in the last 15 years. Every industry is being impacted in a similar way. And I think that companies need to really start pushing on allowing employees to disrupt. So it's not, don't do what you did last year and do it again, because you're not going to get the same results. You actually need to think about what was done last year and disrupt it and improve it to meet the market needs that are going to be hitting us in the future. It's all around us.
Yes, and I'd agree more. No longer pushing employees out because they're disrupting, instead encouraging it from within.
It's giving permission. It's really giving permission.
Katherine Manuel of Thomson Reuters, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. It's been great to be here.